Instead of using social media as a form of entertainment or as a method of comparing yourself, which sometimes is what subconsciously happens when you don't put it in its proper perspective, use it as a means of fueling your creativity and getting things done.
We can get lost, baby, won't you ride for me? Everybody asks why I'm so difficult, but nobody take the time to understand me. Maybe if they did, then they wouldn't have to question my time. Gotta draw the line, you can no reply. I've been on the road too long, I've been far away from home.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. I'm still here in Russia right now. I've got a little bit of a new backdrop, as you can probably see. I'm actually in St. Petersburg right now, and I'm gonna be here for the next 11 days. Yesterday we took the the bullet train from Moscow all the way to St. Petersburg, and ironically, it wasn't all that fast, but it certainly was comfortable and was a step up, a level up, if you will, from the Soviet era standard train that we took last year on that same journey, Moscow to St. Petersburg. So tomorrow we're gonna regroup and rejoin with the CCI delegation. We're gonna sit down, Chris and I are gonna be filming the experience. We're gonna be basically recounting and relating the experiences that we each have on our own individual journeys in separate regions of Russia. If you probably remember, if you watched last vlog, I talked about us going on a 5-day trip, which we actually did to Sergei Posad, which is a separate region of Russia, about an hour and a half by train right outside of Moscow. We were there for 5 days. I didn't record a whole lot just because our schedule, our agenda, and the connections and the people that we were meeting with was comprising most of the waking hours that we had, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to get a lot of footage, but I might have some of that being shown in today's video. If I come to a moment where I want to recollect some of my experiences, I might show that as B-roll. That being said, hopefully I get the chance to show you some of the magnificent and beautiful architecture here in St. Petersburg. Actually, you know what? It's gonna happen. I'm gonna show you some of the magnificent architecture here in St. Petersburg, because St. Petersburg is my favorite city pretty much in all of Russia. I've been here twice already, or this is my second time being here, and we're gonna make a pretty cinematic sequence out of that, so look forward to that. I don't know how much of the city we're gonna get the chance to experience and explore. However, we are here for almost a 2-week stay, and so my mission, my goal, my objective is to give you the full picture visual experience and a thorough, accurate representation of the experiences here in St. Petersburg so that you can follow along on this amazing journey with me as well. That being said, welcome to the vlog. Actually, really quickly, there was one thing that I want to share with you before we get into the rest of this video. While traveling, I've been spending an awful lot of time on my computer, on my iPhone, and it's brought me to a profound realization and something that I've been able to finally put my finger on, and I want to share that with you in today's video. And that's kind of the idea that your iPhone, my iPhone, is making us all poor. And as you can probably see by the title of this video, I want to expound upon what exactly that means. So if you want to go ahead and skip to that portion of the video, I'm going to include the timestamp right here, so you can just go ahead and click on that if you want to view that portion. Or if you want to keep watching the chronological experiences of the next few days in St. Petersburg, you can go ahead, and I'd actually encourage you to do that as well. So Chris and I just finished up doing an apartment tour of the entire place. I wanted to get a video of that before we left. Actually, I'm gonna leave the video right here if you want to go ahead and watch that video. Link is in the description as well. And right now, we're actually heading down to go do a canal tour of St. Petersburg. It's one of the highlights for any person coming to St. Petersburg. We did it last year. It was a really, really beautiful place. So hopefully we get a lot of shots of the canal tour. It's supposedly one of the most scenic routes that you can take for any tourist in St. Petersburg. 5052. 5089. 87. 86. I'm not gonna count down. Hello, Lodi. How are you doing?
Let's go with us, with me.
Huh?
Let's go with me.
We're going to Regis's room?
Yeah, we're going to Regis.
Okay. Is he down here? I thought it was 5052.
Good morning.
Hi, he's just been talking about you guys showing up. There you are.
Regis.
Hey, you know what? I've only got 31%
Of what? Battery?
battery. How long do you think it's gonna take? Or maybe we should go upstairs.
You don't have your charger with you?
No, I left it upstairs.
Okay.
You wanna go back upstairs?
We can do that. We can make it quick too.
How, well,
31%.
well, let's get going then, here.
Okay.
See you guys. I'll see you later.
Let's pick this all up and just move it here, because,
Okay.
we're
I'm just gonna pull this out because I already got stuff on there.
all right, let's leave this one in.
Okay. Yeah, I want to show you an example of what that looks like.
Yeah.
Let's go to lunch. Say you can't call this number. I can try texting them. Yeah. Supposed to.
You can send an email.
I can, yeah. Hi, Sharon. Regis and I are downstairs outside your apartment. Could you please open the door? Period. Thanks. Right now, we're just waiting for the apartment door to open. We just took an Uber ride from the Hotel Moscow, which we were at just having lunch. And apparently the door's locked. I sent her the email. We'll just wait. Beautiful place.
Hi guys. Is your family gonna come?
Later, yes.
Oh, great.
All right, we're in.
I'll take this one.
All right, we'll grab some big bags. Good morning, everyone. It is 5:17 in the morning, and today is the official day we leave St. Petersburg. We've been here 11 days, and we actually have to catch a train at 6 o'clock. That's going to take us south of St. Petersburg to Petrory, which is about a 3-hour journey away. So I got to get packing. I have all of this stuff right here that I've got to put away in that suitcase. So let's see if we can do this in 5 seconds.
But you know I would only let you down. You know I'm gonna change. Things just don't stay the same no more, no more. You know I'm gonna break. You know I'm gonna break your fading heart. But it's over, it's over, it's over now. When it's over, it's over now.
You guys recognize this place? At least the view from the outside with the cathedral. We are back here in St. Petersburg. We just got here with a train, or via a train rather, a couple of hours ago. We're here in an Airbnb in St. Petersburg, the second Airbnb that we're staying in. It's a beautiful place. I don't think we have a lot of time to show you the entire thing because we're only here for one night only before we leave for somewhere else. So I just thought I'd take this opportunity to talk about the main idea of this video and the title, in fact, why your iPhone is making you poor. So let me just get my camera situated right here and then we can jump right into it. Okay, so I want to talk about one idea, and that's the idea your iPhone's making you poor. Now, I've been using my phone a lot during this trip, and part of the reason is just because I haven't really had access to Wi-Fi a lot. We actually have cellular data with the Russian, internet or telecommunications company, and just by getting a SIM card at the airport. And I haven't really been using my computer all that, but I've actually been using my iPhone. And I've been on it a lot, whether it's on a train ride, whether it's on, a plane trip, or, we took a boat out to an island called Valam here in Russia, and, was on my phone during that. Most of the work that I do for business and most of the projects that I work on are on my computer, right? And I don't really have access to those on my iPhone. Now, I can do that if I use, maybe a note app like Evernote, or perhaps I use Slack, Trello. Those are all apps as well as software applications that I can pair between devices. But I haven't really been using a lot of those on the iPhone. Most of my time has been spent on my device, and as much as I've tried to cut that down, I've actually begun to realize I need to replace that with certain productive tasks. And I'm going to talk about these in two different ways. Number one, I want to talk about how your iPhone is making you poor in regards to finances, and I want to share a story that I recently learned. And I want to talk about how your iPhone is making you poor in regards to perhaps a more significant way, and that is the mental aspect. So the first is, of course, finances. And I want to share with you a story from my mentor who recently published an article on this same idea. He was going over some messages in his email inbox, and it was on his phone. He was responding to some email messages that were not urgent, but he just wanted to get them done. And a call came on his phone, and he was in the middle of doing the emails, and so he just clicked, choose not to answer the call. And it turns out that a friend of his had actually told a potential client, someone who wanted to work with him, the mentor, he's a business owner, and he had actually dismissed this call of a client who wanted to do business with him, and he was just going through the list of people he knew, and it turned out he actually, after that, called up another agency owner. My mentor owns a digital marketing agency, and he ended up working with that person because of the fact he wasn't answered. His phone call wasn't answered when he initially called my mentor in the first place. And so it really goes to show you, and now of course this is a very rare occasion, right? Like, how often is a company wanting to do business with you and they turn you down because you didn't answer the call? But it just goes to show you the importance of what you can be missing out, the deals you can be missing out. And I'm not just talking about a business, I mean in life as well. There is monetary value sometimes associated with the calls that are incoming on your iPhone. That's essentially what I wanted to stress. But I think where the rubber really hits the road, the brass tacks of this, is when it comes to the mental aspect, what you could be getting done, the productivity that you could be having if you realized and diverted your resources into getting things done on your iPhone. The iPhone is like the computer of 2019. You can do so many things on it, and it's made me realize how much I really can be doing on it if I just learn how to do it. I'll give you an example. I have started to type out more documents. I'm actually in the process of finishing the last chapter of my book, which I am currently writing. It's called A 15-Minute Influencer. And it's for businesses on how to use social media, some of the up-and-coming social media platforms, how to take advantage of these. And I've been writing some of the last chapter on the book, and even just sitting down in a restaurant or sitting down when I have some time by myself and just typing out some of those chapters or paragraphs or sentences, transmitting those ideas into actual characters on a document has really been a much more valuable action that I can do than simply watching some YouTube videos or browsing Instagram, which is what I've been doing for the first half of this trip, simply because I wanted entertainment, even though I could have been doing work done. So I'm kind of calling out my own faults here. The idea here is that instead of using social media as a form of entertainment or as a method of comparing yourself, which sometimes is what subconsciously happens, especially on Instagram or Facebook or on YouTube, when you don't put it in its proper perspective, use it as a means of fueling your creativity and getting things done. Because the brass tacks of what I'm trying to say here is that being on your phone all the time, if it's not working on things that are improving yourself, self-development, improving your life, your business, your family, your relationships, are like the 5 M's, that people talk about: mind, muscle, money, motivation, and marriage, which usually covers, the 5 aspects of your life. If it's not working toward bettering one of those aspects, then it's detracting from who you are. Instead of browsing social media and falling into the black hole of the scroll, download Evernote and start taking notes of what's happening around you. Start a gratitude list and come up with 3 different things that you're thankful for that happened today. Download a voice memo app, and there's a lot of good ones out there. I think the default one that comes with the iPhone system isn't all that great, but there are a couple of good ones out there. And just start recording your thoughts. Or Charlie Puth, he started with just recording some songs with the simple voice memo app, and that's how he started his musical career. So there's so many different ways that you can be using your phone, and I'm talking about, like, if you have the opportunity to get off your phone, then get off your phone. But if you have nothing to do, you have something to do when you have your phone. And the message here is simply make use of it in the best way possible, because at the end of the day, your iPhone is just a tool in the user's hand, and it can be used for building you up, and it can also be used to do the opposite as well, and that's to detract from who you are and, expose you to things that don't help to foster positivity within, essentially. And that's essentially what I mean by your iPhone is making you poor. Number one is it takes money away from you, from the business aspect, from the financial aspect, from what you could be missing out on. Maybe you're writing a book and you want to publish it to make some money. Now, I'm not writing a book to make some money. I'm writing it to communicate some of the ideas that I have that I don't like to make videos about, that I feel I can communicate better on paper. But on the other hand, if you do want to make money from something, start a project on your phone. There's so many different ways out there that you can be doing this. And on the other hand, it makes you poor because it takes away the value that you could be giving yourself or that you can be giving others. Maybe send someone a video message or, some sort of gratitude card or something, thanking them for their presence in your life or something. Whatever it is, there's so many different forms that it can come in. So that being said, this entire trip has just made me realize that being away from my computer, being away from my mobile office, if you will, has had my attention being drawn and being received by the phone. And I've begun to realize, and actually someone else pointed this out for me, and sometimes that's what it takes, an outsider's view, to help you realize your flaw within. It has brought me to the realization that I need to be working on, and this is the call to action for this video, working on making sure that the time spent on my phone is productive, and productive financially and productive emotionally and mentally as well. Of course, the purpose of this being to better myself in every way possible. So actually right now, I'm actually going to cut this short because I think, don't worry, I'm being productive. I'm just checking the time here. We have another event happening tonight. I don't know what time it is. It's actually about 5 o'clock right now, p.m. And let's see. Yeah, in a couple hours we're gonna head out. So I just want to show you this view one last time. It's a really beautiful view here. Let's see if I can just, there we go. I mean, just look at that. If you look at, so this cathedral right here, I'm not exactly sure what the name is, but it's kind of the hall landmarks, if you will, of St. Petersburg. We visited that building over there, and then this is just, kind of the back alley of our Airbnb. that about concludes this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are interested in learning more about the trip thus far in Russia and some of the experiences that we've had, additional things that weren't included in the vlog simply because we didn't have time to record them or for any other reason, check the links below in the description. There's a lot of extra video content, articles that have actually featured our delegation, and a couple of other notes as well, so be sure to check that out. Comment down below what has been your absolute favorite part, the most interesting aspect of this vlog, of this experience. I mean, this is our last day here in St. Petersburg. This is the Kazan Cathedral, and you know, what really stood out to you? The next time we'll probably be talking, I'm gonna be back in my normal office at home. So until then, take care, and I'll see you guys back at home.